I genuinely hope this video makes you smile, so just forget about everything else that happened in your day, and let's laugh together. What up everyone, it's your girl, Superwoman. And I love people. Like I really do, I love people. You become friends with them, lovers with them, some of them even deliver you pizza. So as someone who loves people so much, you might be a little bit shocked when I say that I think group texts with people are hell on earth. Let's start off with the fact that these days people start group conversations for no damn reason, okay? I get added to this group called Arranging Rides for Tonight because we're going to the movies. And I'm like, why am I here? Hi, I own a car, okay? I own a vehicle. I know exactly how I'm getting to the movies. I'm sitting up in this combo like Chris Brown while Drake was making that speech to Rihanna last night, just like, make it stop. But then you're like, all right, it's no big deal. This group is just to arrange rides for this one outing. It's gonna be over soon. We're gonna go to the movie and it's gonna be done. But then someone in the group changes the group icon. You're just like, bruh, hold up. I didn't sign up for this type of commitment. I thought we were just arranging rides, okay, but now we have a logo in it? And then someone else changes the chat title to Catching Rides, Not Feelings, and I'm like, whoa. This is how cults start, okay? Yeah, today it's all about arranging rides, and then next week it's all like, hey, drink this and believe. I swear, I am part of so many group texts and WhatsApp groups, it's ridiculous. I'll wake up in the morning, I have like 407 new messages. I unplug my phone, brush my teeth, my battery's on 43%. And I didn't even catch a single Pokemon yet. And then my phone stays vibrating throughout the day, just constantly. And I know what you're gonna say, Lily, why don't you just mute the conversation? No, because I don't wanna miss anything, okay? I want everything, I'm a brat. So then I just leave it on vibrate and it's so annoying throughout the day. And you know what the worst part is that there's so many people out here in public, so I can't even use that vibration to my advantage. Just kidding. Bad, shame. No, I'm kidding. That's so gross. I would never do that. Okay, unless it was like for medicinal purposes. What would your illness be? Loneliness? Hi, Mom. You know, sometimes I'll be in a group chat and I want to invite people to like an event or tell them something personal, you know, like about my period or something. I mean, I ain't got nothing else going on, but I only want to tell like 4 out of 5 of the people in the group because Nick, you know, we're not that close. Yeah, we send a meme here and there, but I don't know Nick like that. And Nick, I know what you're gonna say, okay? Space was just a word made up by someone who's afraid to get close. Ooh, and you're right, that person was me. So you know what I'm gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to start a side conversation with 4 out of the 5 of the people and be like, hey, I know this is really awkward, but I want to tell you this thing and I don't want to say in this conversation. Group text got me turning into a rapper, okay? Because now I got a main squeeze and a side ting. And then in the side ting, we gotta orchestrate this whole dialogue of what to say in the main group chat because inevitably Nick will find out we chilled without him. So now it's like a scripted play. You know, honestly, someone should start a YouTube channel about group texts because they're so dramatic and then they can exploit people's pain. You know what I mean? You would get so many views off promoting drama and make so much money. That's so genius. Wait, what? People are already doing that? Oh, my bad. Another thing, you know, I feel in group texts, people now believe it's acceptable to start sending random crap to each other. Like, hey, we're in a group chat together, so now it's kind of like we're a community and we have this bond with each other. And now people think that I care about their day way more than I actually do. They're like sending me pictures of what they're wearing and their food, and I'm like, when we were in a single chat together, I didn't care. And now that we're in a group chat, I still don't care. Where's my binoculars? I'm just trying to look for who gave you the right. And you know what the worst part is? This behavior now prompts everyone else in the group to send pictures of their food, and I'm just like, Rachel Ray, is that you? Now my phone be looking like the damn Food Network, and I know exactly what's gonna happen. The next time I'm looking hella cute and I'm trying to take a selfie, my phone's gonna be all like out of storage, and I'm gonna have to go through my camera roll and delete your buffet. Don't treat this conversation like Snapchat, okay? We need some standards. Do you know what the world record for oldest person is? 122 years. That's like half the lifespan of a group text. Straight up, some of my group texts, they don't die. Okay, they live on forever. They should play extras in The Walking Dead, just like. My group chat for my tour, AT2UI, okay, still gets 100 messages a day, minimum. That was from last year. I have a group chat in my phone titled Y2K Preparation. And it's fine. You know why? Because let's be real, okay? In the history of the entire universe, the most disrespectful thing you can do is leave a group chat. Because everybody gets that notification, okay? Just like Jill has left the conversation. And you know what? Maybe no one will say anything in the conversation, but you already know that everyone's at home on their phone, holding their wig, just like, it's like that, Jill. And Jill, you might think everything's fine, there was no big deal, but the next time you see these people at a party and you're like, hey, how are you? They're gonna be like, how am I? Oh, right, you wouldn't know, would you, Jill? Yeah, have fun fetching that pail of water yourself. You are chained to the group text, okay? One does not simply leave the group text. I know it's tempting. You think I don't know what's tempting? Especially when some idiot tries to resurrect an old group. I wake up tomorrow, look at my phone, there's a new message from Catching Rides Not Feelings, just like, hey, how is everyone? No, do not do this. Do not start this conversation. This conversation needs to remain done. Unless this conversation is Jon Snow, let it die. Just checking up on everybody. Why? No, I'm fine. Everyone is fine, okay? I still have my own car, still have my own ride. What the F is this, the Uber app? You know, some of my group chats be getting hella awkward as well. You know, because sometimes you forget that there's like other people in the chat. I have a group chat with some of my closest YouTube friends, right? And from time to time, Yusuf will say something flirtatious to me and I'm like, ah, how cute. But then I'll remember there's like an audience of 4 other people. Swoozie and Dietrich are just at home like, and then Lauren and Alex are there, although I'm pretty sure they don't care. Yeah, they're probably like busy making out or something. But then in a few minutes, Lauren will message me separately to discuss the haps because there's too much testosterone in that group. And then we'll girl talk, girl love it out. Or when you're in a group chat and one person says something really snarky and rude to someone else and everyone else in the group conversation is just straight up like Beyonce in that elevator, just like, what you talking about? No, I ain't even got a phone. I'm not even here. Like, bro, there's a time and a place, okay? Group conversations is not it. That's what subtweets are for. You know what screws me over the most is sometimes I'll be annoyed at one of my friends, so I'll ignore their messages, but then I'll respond in a group conversation, not realizing that they're in that conversation, so now they know that I ignored them, and I'm like, oh, let me live. But you know, sometimes my friends be getting real brave, okay? So in that group conversation, they'll be like, oh, so you can respond here and not to me? And then everyone else in the group conversation's like, what you talking about? I don't even need a ride. You know what I'm saying? I can just Uber it. It's all good. You know, catching rides, not feelings, remember? And you know, some of my friends are in several of my groups. So one friend will be in the friends group, the tour group, the girls group. And that way when I have an amazing story to share, they're gonna hear that ish 3 times. Because let's be real, when you have something brilliant to say via text, okay, you copy and paste that ish and send out mass texts. When I collaborated with Dwayne Johnson, I took that picture, okay, I hired 10 digital ravens. I was like, okay, send the word, mother effers, okay, I want the 7 kingdoms to know what's up. My friend that's in all 3 of the groups, okay, her camera roll just straight up have rock, looking like National Geographic. And I'm like, damn straight, that's for all the food pictures, okay? Yeah, you got kale, I got the rock, what's up? Hi! I hope you enjoyed that video. It is so wonderful to be back. I feel like it's been forever since this has happened. Thank you so much for your patience as I was in Kenya. I had an amazing, life-changing time, but I'm happy to be back. By the way, it's hot. I got like sweat in all the places that are very exciting. But if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. You can check out my last video right over there. It is a Girl Love episode that just came out with BB Rexa, which is very, very cool, so check that out. My second vlog channel is right over there because I've resumed my vlogs. Other than that, if you haven't already done so, you can pre-order my book called How to Be a Boss. The link for that is in the description. If you're on a phone, then you can also click the I think in the corner right there. So go ahead and do that. Otherwise, you can subscribe because I make new videos every Monday and Thursday. And I'd love for you to be here. But even if you don't want to, that's okay because you're a human and you can make your own decisions. But if you decide to be here, that would be really, really great. Until next time, one love, Superwoman. That is a wrap. And oh, look at that. This hair tie done ruined the whole thing. Wait, hold on. You could just edit this part out, Lily, but you won't. Girl love. You know you feel that everything.